We now know what Trump has actually been charged with. So is this true?
Let's get into it all. For most legal analysts, the indictment left something to be desired. It was a bare bones indictment which basically just cited each count and the relevant law, without much extra explanation.
There are 34 separate counts of falsifying business records. All of these relate to hush money payments made to 3 separate people, which Trump allegedly falsely labeled as legal services.
Importantly, these are not 34 separate crimes, but separate counts. Basically, every single false business document, every false check is a separate count.
Now, falsifying business records is normally just a misdemeanor, but it can become a felony if the falsification was done with the intent of committing another crime. And here's the huge controversy. What's the other crime?
We still don't know exactly, which is pretty surprising given the stakes here. At a press conference, the Manhattan DA mentioned that Trump falsified the hush money payments in order to help him win the 2016 presidential election. But here's the issue. That was a federal election, and this is New York state law.
It's currently legally unclear if a violation related to a federal presidential election can be the underlying crime that elevates a state misdemeanor to a state felony.
Another issue is what's called the statute of limitations. Most crimes can only be prosecuted within a specific time period. In New York, it's 2 years for a misdemeanor and 5 years for a felony. But the alleged crimes occurred in 2017, which is more than 5 years ago.
Prosecutors will argue that New York law allows the statute of limitations to basically be frozen if Trump was continuously outside of New York. And honestly, this entire case might hinge on that word, continuous.
Trump's lawyers will argue that he frequently visited New York even if he formally resided in DC or Florida.
This whole aspect is, again, pretty legally unclear. You can guarantee one of the first motions that Trump's lawyers will file will be to dismiss the case based off of the statute of limitations.
Finally, getting to a prison sentence if it should ever come to that. Technically, each felony count here carries up to 4 years in prison, but there's no mandatory sentence included with these crimes. And for a first-time nonviolent offender, these felonies usually don't result in any prison time.